Many of us feel uncomfortable around certain objects, situations or animals. We might not like spiders or heights, but we can tolerate them. We might detest public speaking, but we can do it when we have to. However, for some people, a certain thing or situation causes so much fear that they go to great lengths to avoid it, and their lives suffer as a consequence. In this case, they may have a specific phobia. Someone with a specific phobia will experience intense fear and anxiety when confronted with the source of the phobia. The Cambridge Dictionary defines phobia as an extreme fear or dislike of a particular thing or situation, especially one that is not reasonable. People with phobias understand that their fear is irrational, but they are incapable of doing anything about it. While most people have heard of common phobias, such as arachnophobia or claustrophobia, there are other phobias that range from the weird, to the unknown, to the shocking. So keep watching to find out more. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and click the notification bell, to keep up to date with all our new videos. The first weird phobia on our list is Arachnophobia. This is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. While nearly everyone has been in this situation, people with Arachnophobia are extremely afraid of it. This is a highly specific phobia. The individual does not fear the peanut butter itself, but the sensation it causes. The severity of it varies from person to person. Some with this condition may be able to eat small amounts of peanut butter, but others will completely avoid eating it, or anything with a similar consistency. This phobia can stem from a greater phobia of sticky things, or a fear of choking. It may also stem from a traumatic incident with peanut butter, such as choking on, or being allergic to it. This one, a lot of people may relate to. It's pantherophobia, the fear of mother-in-laws. It is no secret that mothers-in-law tend to be difficult to get along with. Many jokes have been made about the poor relationships between a man and his wife's mother. And the trend seems to be equally common between women and their mothers-in-law. While an extreme dislike for a specific member of the extended family is not at all uncommon, this feeling of discomfort is taken to an extreme when a phobia develops. In most cases, this fear erupts after experiencing some sort of traumatic event. No prizes for guessing that the event involves the mother-in-law. The next odd phobia is genophobia, an overwhelming fear of chins. Yes, that innocuous body part attached to the lower part of your face. This is an absurd one, as the trigger for this phobia is an unchangeable part of the human face. And so it is also a very hard one to avoid. Another one we may all be able to relate to is ergophobia, the fear of work. People with ergophobia tend to have extreme anxieties associated with their place of work or work environment. Some may have a fear of manual labor or the act of working itself, while others can have a fear of finding a job. In most cases, ergophobia stems from a negative or traumatic work experience, like an embarrassing moment, or abusive situation in the workplace. Most people wouldn't think a hairstyle, or lack of, could cause someone extreme anxiety. Well, think again. Palydophobia is the irrational fear of bald people. Someone suffering from this condition can experience a very high amount of anxiety from merely thinking of bald people, let alone actually seeing them in real life. As well as being freaked out by people who are bald, they can also be completely terrified of becoming bald themselves. Some people get so worried about having a phobia, they end up having a phobia of phobias. This is called phobophobia. This is where a person spirals into a circle of anxiety due to fearing fear itself. In that respect, it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Phobophobia is usually co-diagnosed with other types of specific phobias, and is often related to anxiety disorders. Lastly, the craziest phobia of all. Panophobia. The fear of everything. Yes, everything. Panophobia is signified by persistent and intense fear of everything surrounding the person, which includes all objects, people, situations, and animals. They are constantly worried and fearful that something horrifying will happen. This phobia is also closely related with different types of anxiety disorders. Many people would think all of these phobias are crazy, or even made up. But as phobias often develop as a result of past negative, or traumatic experiences, almost anything can end up causing people to turn a fear into a full-blown phobia. Do you have any strange phobias? Or know anyone with one? Comment these below.